So thank you so much for coming to the presentation today. My name is Fiona, and I'm so glad to see all of you here today. The presentation today that I will be presenting will mostly be about the University of Calgary, the admission process, programs, university life, campus life, and so much more. So without further ado, let me get started. So first, I'd like to take this moment to acknowledge the traditional territories of the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising of the Siksika, Piikani, and Kainai First Nations, as well as the Tsuut'ina First Nation and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nations. The city of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3, I also have VIEWBOOKS here on the screen for you to scan. Feel free to grab your cameras right now. The one on the left is for Canadian students and the one on the right is for the international students. It will just give you a good resource to come back to. It contains all of the information that I will be talking about today, as well as just great to look back if you are wondering what we talked about today or just wanting to learn a little bit more about UCalgary. And then I will just give everyone a couple minutes or a couple seconds here to scan it real quick. It's always accessible as well on our website by going to ucalgary.ca and going through our helpful resources. So you can always find the VIEWBOOKS there, as well as more resources that you could be needing, like different links, as well as our blogs and so much more. Okay, well, I will move on now. So if you haven't had the chance to come over to Alberta, we are your friendly neighbor to the right side of you. And Alberta is a gorgeous province to be in. We also have some Rocky Mountains of our own, and we're actually home to 5 national parks. If you've ever been to Banff or heard of Banff, Banff is definitely one of them. Another great thing about Alberta is that we're actually the 4th largest population in Canada, and this is perfect for any networking opportunities, as well as connecting with different employers and a great opportunity to meet new friends. We also are known for having no provincial sales tax, so this comes in really handy when you want to go shopping or maybe eating, because we only pay 5% over there or over here, and it does help you save a lot of money in the long run. We also have a lot of different ski resorts right by Alberta. It's only about 3 hours away from the city of Calgary, so super, super close. There's a lot to see right here on the screen, from our Drumheller Dinosaur Provincial Park, our Jasper Dark Sky Reserve, and so much more. So Alberta is just a great place to be. The city of Calgary is the #1 most livable city in North America, and this is mostly due to the cleanliness and safetyness of the city, which is really, really nice. If you are thinking of moving away from home and maybe you're worried about the cost of living or how affordable it can be, great, because Calgary is actually known to be the #2 lowest cost of living in Canada and #9 in North America. So if you do end up staying here, it is relatively pretty affordable to come stay here. We're actually known as the highest concentration of high-tech workers in Canada as well. So if you are looking for somewhere that has a lot of tech field job opportunities available in the country, you can come to us because we have a lot of those available right here in Calgary. We're also known as #2 in Canada for most small businesses. So if you have a business idea, or maybe you are thinking down going to the entrepreneur route, and you have something that you want to come up with, great place to be in Calgary, because a lot of our small businesses actually succeed. We also have a lot to do in Calgary. So this here on the screen is our picture of our downtown view. It's a gorgeous downtown. It's a very sunny city. We're actually Canada's sunniest major city with 333 sunny days per year. And this is super, super helpful for getting up in the mornings, as well as getting some vitamin D and just exploring the city with the sun up in the sky, feeling really refreshed and really bright outside. We also have a lot of different food for you to try out. So we're actually home to 9 of Canada's top 100 restaurants. So there are a lot of different local eatery, as well as big corporations, if you are interested in trying out a lot of new food. We have something called warm Chinook winds that come into the city. And what this essentially means is that there are warm winds coming to the city that can warm up the city by 15 degrees. And that is really, really nice for those cold winters. So if you do tend to wear a winter jacket in the morning, maybe you'll end up taking it off, because it did get really, really hot during the noon time. There's a lot to do, from the Calgary Stampede, exploring the Calgary Tower. We also have an amazing Bow River that you can always go swimming, kayaking, as well as just walking alongside of it. So there are a lot of cool things to do in Calgary. So this is the campus from a bird's eye view. Bird's eye view. So if you are interested in living on campus, we have residence and dining center in their own little corner, which is really, really nice. It's in its own little secluded area, so you'll never have to worry about students coming to your residence thinking it's a classroom. It's really, really safe. The dining center is really close, and it's all connected by underground tunnels, so you could avoid walking outside if you would like to. We also have a great transit station right on campus for students to take transit, and it's unlimited transit for all students, because we give something called a U-Pass. And what the U-Pass does is really just give you unlimited use of transit whenever you want to take transit, wherever you would like to take transit. It's really, really nice and convenient. The downtown is only about a 50-minute train ride away, so it's super, super nice. We also have a market mall right by campus, and this is perfect for any last minute shopping, or maybe you would like to go shopping during the weekends. It's a few blocks away from campus. You could take public transit or you could walk there. We also have a great McEwen Center right on campus that has all your services and all of your different facilities right there on campus. If you need to go to a doctor or dentist, optometrist, it's really, really nice. It's all there available for you that you never have to leave campus for. A great fitness center that is a 2-level story gym. Our Taylor Institute for Teaching and Learning has floating pods, and our Taylor Family Digital Library is a very big library that all students go to study as well as hang out. There's a lot of different workspaces, a lot of different PCs and MacBooks for you to utilize there. There's 6 floors, so at the higher that you go up in the floors, the quieter it gets. So it's perfect for any midterm and final exam season. And the atrium is also another really cool place right on campus if you're interested in maybe still seeing like summer vibes and summer trees and everything like that throughout the winter season, but it is snowing outside. The atrium is almost like an indoor forest with a lot of different trees and plants, so you still get that summer feeling while still studying on campus during the winter, which is really, really cool. We also have our own McMahon Stadium where our DINOS play, so you can decide to go towards those games if you would like. So there really is a lot on campus for students to take advantage of, a lot of different pathways. Our whole campus is connected by +15s and tunnels, so you could always avoid walking outside if you would like, which is really, really nice during those winter times. And campus is just a great place to be. On the topic of campus and living on campus, we have something called a 2-year residence guarantee. So what this means is that if you apply by May 1st, 2022, we can guarantee you 2 years in residence, and we do have double and single rooms. So if you are thinking of choosing a double room, you can definitely choose to room with a friend that you know is also coming to UCalgary. But if you don't know a friend who's coming to UCalgary, or you'd like to do a matching service, we give questions to the students thinking of living on campus, and you answer the questionnaire, and we'll try to match you with a lifelong friend based on answering those questions. We also have single rooms if you also prefer to have a little bit more privacy, and all these rooms are limited, so definitely encourage you to apply by May 1st, 2022 to get that guarantee to live on residence. All students who are thinking of living on residence is required to buy an all-you-care-to-eat meal plan. And this meal plan meets all different dietary options from halal, vegetarian, gluten-free, and they have a lot of different options available every single meal, every single day for students to choose from. Whether you want to be on the healthier side, there are a salad bar, fruit bars, and there's also a daily pizza bar as well if you want to dive into all these different pizza flavors, which is really, really cool. Living on campus is really nice because, again, you don't have to worry about food because we are providing an all-you-care-to-eat meal plan, but it's also super great if you want to meet new friends, whether that's through residence activities like our theme nights. They sometimes go to Calgary Zoo together, also hold movie nights, so it's a great opportunity to meet new friends, but you also save on the commute time because you're living right on campus. You could really wake up 5 minutes before class and go to your labs, libraries, whatever you can think of, right there on campus, and there's absolutely no commute, which is really, really nice. We also have a lot of different student experiences for students to really partake in and participate in to make sure that their experience in university is very fun and it's not just all studying, whether you do that from student union events or cheering on a DINOS team that we have, or even volunteering. The University of Calgary has so many different activities and events going year round for you to do this. So the one that you see here on the screen is our student union events. The student union is a student body that holds different activities and events all year round for different students to participate in. And the one here on the screen is actually pet therapy. And they host this pet therapy where they bring in dogs and puppies on campus for students to play with during midterm and final exam season. So this is perfect for students to relieve stress, but also to meet new friends as well. And if you are moving away from home and you don't get to see your dog often, UCalgary definitely has dogs for you to play with. We also have a great clubs week as well, where there is 1 week dedicated solely to clubs to showcase themselves. And there are over 300 student clubs at UCalgary. It's a perfect way to meet new friends, as well as maybe if you're looking to put some experience on your resume. There's so many different clubs from hobby specific to faculty specific, so there really is something for everyone. We also have DINOS games going year round, whether that's from wrestling, basketball, volleyball, you name it. There is a lot of different games going all year round. And we have 2 popular games that a lot of students go to, and that is your Crow Child Classic and your Kickoff. So both of these games are very, very popular. A lot of students go to them. It's a great opportunity to meet new friends, but also to take a break from studying because you get to have some fun cheering on DINOS, trying nachos, as well as wearing your UCalgary DINOS gear. Going to these games is not only a great opportunity to meet your friends, try food, and everything else, but you can actually win some free tuition by going. So if that doesn't give you an incentive to go, I don't know what will. We also have a lot of different volunteer experiences, again, right on campus, like our UCalgary Cares program, Community Garden, Emerging Leaders program, and our Faith and Spirituality Center events. So there is a lot on campus for you to constantly participate in, whether that's meeting friends or just keeping busy. I did mention that we have over 300 student clubs, so there really, again, is something for everyone, whether you're looking for a hobby-specific one, like you enjoy anime or maybe photography, video games, ping pong. There are so many different hobby-specific ones available at UCalgary, and you can always scan the QR code to learn more and find our list of our clubs. There's always faculty-specific ones as well, so if you are maybe interested in business and engineering and you would like to join those clubs, there are those clubs available. You can become executives, and it's a great opportunity to meet new friends, as well as, again, gaining experience to put on your resume to distinguish yourself when you are looking for jobs. If you do look through all of our 300 clubs and you still don't find one for you, you are more than welcome to create your own club as well. The student union allows students to create their own clubs. You can go up to them and they'll give you some money to fund your own club with a couple of your buddies as well, which is really, really cool. You can start your own club here. Clubs are a great way for you to, again, take a break from studying, meet new friends, get some resume experience, but it's also super cool because we actually give award-winning clubs different awards as well. So for our community service award, that went to our birthday wishes club. And what that club actually did is hosted different birthday parties in different charities. So it's a super great cause and as well super, super fun. Before I move on from our clubs, just to showcase how fun clubs can really be, there is a car there in the first circle, which looks like a very weird shaped car. It is a solar car. And it is part of a solar car club that the engineers built, designed, and created these solar cars that races and competes against other solar car clubs. And that solar car that you see there on the screen actually beat out Harvard's solar car. So just goes to show that there are a lot of ways on campus for you to stay busy, but also do some really, really cool stuff as well. While it's super important to try to focus on your grades and get good grades and really get into studying when you get into university, it's also super important to try to make sure that you're staying active and being active and taking a break from that studying. And we offer so many different amenities and activities for you to do that, whether that's from the aquatic center, fitness center, gymnastics center, Olympic Oval, our intramural sports teams, fitness classes. There really is a lot for you to take advantage of right on campus that you never have to leave for to stay active and be active. So we do have our fitness center right on campus. It is a gym that you can use. There is a running track right upstairs, and the main level downstairs is a lot of different weights that you can use, a lot of main machinery. So it's a super great time. We also have an Olympic Oval, which is known as the fastest ice in the world. So if you want to test out the fastest ice in the world, that is definitely a great idea to go during public skating times and test it out. It is really, really fun. We also have an outdoor center, which is known as the largest of its kind in North America. And what this essentially means is that we have any sporting equipment to any sporting activity or event that you want to do, whether that's hiking and you don't have hiking poles or hiking boots, we definitely have those available for you to do. And all of these amenities and activities are included in your student fees. So definitely take advantage of them and use them. They're right on campus. So there's really no excuse not to use them. We also have a lot of study abroad opportunities at UCalgary. So we have these study abroad opportunities in more than 45 countries. And if you're not sure what study abroad really is, that's where you can earn credits towards your UCalgary degree while studying in another country. And what's great about our UCalgary study abroad program is that we make it super affordable by allowing students to just pay University of Calgary tuition and fees when they study abroad. So it's almost like staying in the city to study with us, but you could be in Singapore with your laptop studying a different subject. If you are interested in studying abroad, this is most likely something you'll be doing in your second or third year. So there is still a lot of time to think about it. But if you are interested in it, it doesn't hurt to start thinking about it now and planning it now. So you can definitely feel free to scan the QR code to learn more. At UCalgary, we also want to express as many hands-on learning, hands-on experience as we can through something called work integrated learning opportunities. And if you're not sure what work integrated learning opportunities are, they're your cooperative education programs, internships, practicums, paid research, just great ways for you to figure out if your degree is a right fit for you by actually trying out what that job or field is like, maybe post-grad, or it's perfect for you to test out how you feel about the job right now. A lot of these employers that are hiring students for work integrated learning opportunities are seeking them to hire them for long-term employment after they graduate. So you could very well go into an internship and then have a job secured before you even graduate, which is really, really nice. The University of Calgary does have a 94% employment rate, which is really, really high. And there are so many different paid positions in all these work integrated learning opportunities in different faculties like arts, science, engineering, and business. And if you are wondering what some recent employers are, they could be Amazon, UN Association of Canada, Garmin, a lot of different oil and gas companies if that interests you, like TC Energy, Synovus, Husky, so there are a lot of different opportunities for whatever field you are thinking of. At UCalgary, we also have a lot of different student support and accessibility services right on campus. And I touched a little bit about our student wellness services, how we have a doctor, dentist, optometrist right on campus that you never have to leave for. We also have a counselor, we also have a masseuse, dietitian, chiropractor, they're all available on campus. And what's great about it being on campus is, again, there's no commute, but it's also super convenient as well. You could go in and get your teeth cleaned between classes. I know that's what I did. If you want to get your checkup after classes, it's right there, really convenient. So you never have to leave. It could be worked into your schedule, which is really, really nice. We also have an amazing career services right on campus as well, and they are there to offer any support for really anything career related, whether that's you preparing for an interview, or maybe you need some help with your resume or your cover letter, or even if you're not really sure what careers are open or out there for you, they also do career advising as well. So they're a great group of team that are really there to help you with any career related questions. We also have an amazing student success center, and they're really there to help students succeed, whether that's through writing support if you are ever struggling with a report or maybe a project. Maybe you're not sure if your program is the right fit for you. They are definitely the best people to talk to. If you're looking for any mentoring or tutoring, they can guide you along the right path. So super, super nice, super great people to reach out to if you are ever struggling when you're doing your classes. We also have a great financial aid office that's helpful for any funding, if you need help applying for student loans, any educational workshops, a great leadership and student engagement office if you're looking for volunteer opportunities, the Q Center, and the Writing Symbols Lodge, and so much more. So I really encourage you to take advantage of all these different services and supports right on campus. At UCalgary are home of the DINOS. So if you are interested in becoming a DINO student athlete, please connect to the coaches at godinos.com. They might ask you to send a highlight video, or they might let you know when open tryouts are. So it's a great opportunity to connect with them right now, sooner rather than later. But if you're not interested in becoming a DINO student athlete, don't worry. Going to the games is just as fun as well, and you can win free tuition by going too. So onto our portion of the presentation, or onto the portion of this presentation where we talk about our programs. We do have over 250 undergraduate programs at UCalgary under these different faculties. So we have our arts, science, business, engineering, kinesiology, education, nursing, and medicine for you. And just so I can get a program interest here, I'm just going to launch a poll to see what others and what other people are interested in to maybe highlight some of these programs. So there is a lot of nursing students, which is really, really cool. We actually have a great nursing simulator right on campus that allows you to gain hands-on experience. You can watch how babies are birthed, practice giving IVs. We even have cadavers right on campus for students to gain hands-on experience. So it's a really great program if you are looking to do more than just studying in the classroom. We also have a lot of interest in kinesiology. So our kinesiology program is actually the #1 sports science school in all of North America. So if you are interested in kinesiology, definitely consider taking it with us. It's a great program with a lot of different research opportunities and a lot of different hands-on experience as well, whether that's through cooperative education learning programs, work and career learning. It's a lot of research opportunities if that is what you're looking for. I see some grad studies here like architecture, medicine, law, vet med, and social work. And we still do have these programs at UCalgary. I will definitely get more into those. Those are not direct entry, but bear with me. I will get into that on my next slide. But thank you for letting me know what you're interested in. So as I was mentioning, we do have over 250 undergraduate programs available at UCalgary. This is just the first slide out of 4, and this is our Faculty of Arts here on the screen. If you are ever wanting to find our programs that are available through the ViewBook, but also available on our website. If you just go to Explore Programs, UCalgary, you can find our list there, as well as our different admission requirements, and even a little bit about the blurb of that program. If you don't know what the program is about, you can definitely feel free to read it about the different career opportunities and what that program entails. So again, this is the Faculty of Arts for you. The Haskins School of Business, Faculty of Science, Cummings School of Medicine, and Faculty of Nursing. The Workland School of Education is on the screen if you are interested in becoming a teacher. Faculty of Kinesiology and Schulich School of Engineering, and then our programs requiring previous post-secondary on the right. So these programs are still available at UCalgary. They're just not direct entry from high school. So these do need some kind of post-secondary education before you apply into them. If you are interested in these programs, definitely connect with me after, and I'd love to talk to you about guiding you to the right path of success into getting into these programs. So while we're talking about these programs, how do you start applying to these programs? So our application is already open as of October 1st. So if you are in grade 12 and you want to apply for our fall 2022 intake, please submit an application sooner rather than later and get considered so we can start evaluating you for your program. The later you wait into the admission cycle, the more likely seats do tend to fill up. So please apply sooner rather than later. When you do submit an application, you are eligible to apply for 2 programs. So please make sure you select 2 programs. If we're not able to give you an offer to your first program choice, we'll look at your second program choice and see what we can do there. Please also make sure that you submit an application fee so your application does move forward. If you don't submit that application fee, your application will be kind of sitting in limbo. So please make sure you submit an application fee so we start evaluating for your program. Admission is also competitive and based on 5 faculty-specific high school subjects. So what that essentially means is that we're only looking at each student solely for their grades, and each program has different required courses that we're looking at students for. I'll get a little bit more about this on the next slide, but on top of that, some programs may actually have additional requirements. So for our Bachelor of Health Science, if you are interested in that program, we do need to see a supplementary application. If you're interested in our Fine Arts, Dance, and Music, auditions are required. And if you're interested in our Visual Studies program, we do need to see a portfolio. All students who are applying to the University of Calgary must also demonstrate English language proficiency. And as students of high schools, if you have attended a high school in Canada for 3 years, you'll automatically meet this. But if you are worried about meeting this or not meeting this, please let me know, connect with me, and I'll definitely help you figure that out. To touch on how admission can be very specific to each major. My favorites to use is a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society and a Bachelor of Science in Engineering. So for our Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society, we need to see in English 3 approved courses and a 5th approved course or option. So it's super flexible here. There is a lot of flexibility of what courses we can see because we do just need to see if they're approved courses, 5th or approved course or option, and those are all available as lists on our website if you are wondering if a course is ever approved or an option is ever approved. Our Bachelor of Science in Engineering, however, is a little bit more specific. Not too much flexibility here. We need to see in English, pre-calculus, calculus, chemistry, physics, or biology. So all of these courses that you see here that I just listed out is also used in your required average as well. So we need to see these courses as required courses, but they're also used in your admission average. If you do have higher approved courses or more approved courses for us to use, we'll always use the highest one. If you don't have calculus and you are thinking of entering into the Bachelor of Science and Engineering, we will look at you for a higher admission average. So again, if you are not sure of what your requirements are for your admission to the program, please connect with me so that I can help you figure that out. If you have your transcripts ahead of time, please make sure that you submit them sooner rather than later so we can start your evaluation process. If for whatever reason you can't submit them to us earlier, then we do need to see a initial transcript uploaded to your Student Center by March 15th, 2022, the latest. If it is not up by March 15, 2022, you do risk getting your application canceled, so please submit them sooner rather than later. Our August 1st deadline is for our final official transcript that must be mailed and received by the Office of the Registrar. But if you are going through the BC Ministry of Education, we will receive these official transcripts on your behalf. And at any point, if you are wondering what we need to see from you to move your application along, just log into my.ucalgary.ca, log into your Student Center and check your to-do list, and it will list all of the different things that we need to see from you to move your application along. If you have achieved excellence outside your different academics, or maybe you have overcome a significant hardship, we have a diverse qualifications application for you that you can seek admission under this process. I do have to warn everyone that it is evaluated on a case-by-case analysis, and you will be looked at your diverse qualifications application separately from your undergraduate application. But if this does apply to you, if you think it does apply to you, I definitely recommend you connecting with me and I can guide you along applying to this application. So onto the topic of our undergraduate awards. This is the part where you can really definitely shine and showcase your different extracurriculars as well as volunteer experiences by applying to our different awards. We have over $17 million in different awards annually, so there is a lot of money to be won. We essentially have 3 different categories of award, and that is your automatic, high school entrance, and prestige awards. So we'll start with our automatic awards first. So for our automatic awards, these are ones that you do not have to submit an application for. You'll be automatically considered for these once you submit an application just to UCalgary to a program. And the one that everyone will qualify and be eligible to win is the President's Admission Scholarship, valued at $5,000, and that goes to any first-year student with an admission average of 95% or greater. If you are taking an IB diploma, you can also win another $2,000 if you have a minimum score of 35 or greater. So a lot of money to be won. And these, again, are all automatic, so you don't have to do an application to be considered for these. Our next different category is our high school entrance awards. So our high school entrance award application deadline is due on March 1st, 2022. And there are so many different awards to be won. It's only one application that you need to fill out and you get considered for all of these. And what's great about our application to awards is that you do not need an offer of admission to apply for awards. You can submit an application to awards as soon as you submit an application to UCalgary. So definitely consider submitting that application to awards sooner rather than later, so you can consider for all of this free money. Our last one is our prestige awards, and these ones are ranked very, very high in value, going up to $100,000. And if you are interested in applying for prestige awards, definitely encourage you to apply sooner rather than later. This deadline is coming up a lot sooner, less than a month now, at December 1st, 2021 of this year. So if you are interested in applying for these awards, definitely submit an application to UCalgary and submit an application to prestige awards right away. while on this topic of free money, we also have estimated your approximate cost for your first year, so where your money could be going from September to April, and that is 2 full semesters at UCalgary. We have broken it down from tuition, general fees, books and supplies, different living expenses, your average first year room cost, as well as an all-you-could-eat meal plan. So if you are wanting a more specific estimate and you're not maybe thinking of living on residence, or maybe you are not needing to buy as many books, you can always feel free to use our student cost estimator tool. You just type in student cost estimator tool at UCalgary, and you can pick and select your different expenses for a much more specific estimate. Our tuition on the screen here is the main focus that you can definitely to pay more attention to, and that is broken from different faculties from our business engineering in all different programs. And of course, this grand total of tuition can definitely change as well if you're not thinking of doing full-time study, but this is available on our screen, on the screen, as well as on our website if you are looking at what your approximate costs are. Lastly, I will leave you off with our important dates. So our fall 2022 application has opened as of October 1st. So our most fun and exciting date has already passed. If you haven't submitted an application yet, please submit one sooner rather than later. Please submit to our awards applications in time. Don't wait until the last minute. Don't wait until it's past the deadline. Submit them now. You can apply to awards again without an offer of admission. If you are thinking of residence, the application does open, living on residence, the application does open January 1st and is available there for you to start applying. Please make sure you submit all your documents and transcripts by the deadline. And the most exciting date time frame of it all is August 1st to August 30th, when we start finalizing those offers for you, and hopefully we can see you in the September 2022 start of the year. And that is it from me. Thank you so much for listening. Is there any questions at all?
I have a question.
Yeah, of course, go ahead.
What if you're a transfer student from a post-secondary school, like, because Alberta and BC have 2 different education systems, so I'm wondering what my college credits here are worth to University of Calgary.